Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Until now, we have discussed about different data types like strings, numeric data types, lists, tuples and mapping data types, dictionaries and about sets. Okay, now to operate data types we need some operators, right? We already have used some operators like plus, minus and membership operators like in, not in, etc. So today we shall get a deeper look into them. First of all, we have seven different types of operators in Python. Let us have a simple examples for each of these types, okay? Firstly, in our list, we have arithmetic operators. What are arithmetic operators? We do many arithmetic operations in our mathematics, right? Plus, minus, multiplication, division, etc. Such operations can be undergone through arithmetic operators, okay? Now, let us see simple examples for each of the arithmetic operators. Firstly, let us have plus. I am giving two variables a and b. A is equals to 2 and b is equals to 3. Now I want to print a plus b. Here I use plus operator to add a and b. Now I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah, we have got 5, right? And we also have minus here, a minus b. Run operators. Yeah, we have got minus 1. And we can also perform multiplication through asterisk symbol, a star b. Okay, run operators. Yeah, we got 6, right? Now instead of directly printing the value, you can assign it to another value, another variable. Okay, here I am declaring a variable named result to have a by b. Now I want to print my result. I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah, 0.666 and something. Okay, now here I'll use ampersand symbol for finding the modulus between a and b. So what is ampersand? What does ampersand symbol do? Here it finds the modulus between a and b, that is, it returns the remainder when a gets divided by b. I'll run my program and see what does it return. 2. Okay, when a gets divided by b, that is 2 when divided by 3, it does not return any positive integer, right? So it has 0 value. So the remainder is 2. And now we shall find this symbol is for floor division. This returns an integer value of quotient. For example, when our quotient is 0.666, right? Let us see. Yeah, our quotient is 0.666. So it returns the integer value of this. Okay, now I run my program, run operators. Yeah, it has returned as 0. The integer value of 0.666 is 0. Now we can also find the exponential value of a to the power of b using double asterisk. Okay, now I'll again run my program. Yeah, 2 power 3 is 8. And these are all the arithmetic operators: plus, minus and asterisk for multiplication, and division operator, modulus operator, floor division operator and exponential operator. Okay, and in our next list we have comparison operators. Let a and b be the same values. Let us see comparison operators. Okay, the first comparison operator is equals to. In Python, for equals to check if it is true or not, we give the equal to operator twice. Okay, a equals to b. This returns a boolean value if A is equals to B or not. According to my assumption, it must be false, right? Yeah, false. And if I give A not equals to B, this is operator for not equals to, and run operators. Yeah, true. A is not equals to B. Now in the same way you can use greater than, less than, greater than or equals to, less than or equals to, run operators. Yeah, here A is less than B, right? So it has returned as false. Now let us see A less than B, true. You can use these operators in if statements, etc. If statements and also some conditional statements while, etc. Okay. Now I'll take greater than or equals to. Do not worry if you don't know about conditions and loops. We shall go through them in our next videos, okay? Greater than or equals to, A is not equals to B or neither it is greater than B. So it has returned as false. Now if less than or equals to, run operators. Yeah, true, right? Now without any much more explanation, we shall go through next operators, logical operators, okay? Now we have three different logical operators: and, or, and not. We have logical gates, right, in our physics. Okay, now we shall see if print. Here we can also use comparison operators. If A greater than B and A equals to B, print A greater than B and A equals to B. Here the AND operators checks if both the conditions are true or not, and it returns true if both the conditions are true, and it returns false if any one of the condition is false. Okay, do not get confused. It returns true if both the conditions are true, and it returns false if any one of the condition is false. That is, if both the conditions are false, it returns false, and one of the condition is false, then also it returns false. Okay, and the OR operator, it returns true if any one of the condition is true or both the conditions are true. Okay, and returns false if both the conditions are false. Yeah, false. Here if you take A less than B, I'll run my program again. A less than B is true and A equals to B is false, right? So according to my assumption, it must return true. Yeah, it has returned as true. So if any one of the conditions or both the conditions are true, it returns true. OR operator. Okay, now not operator takes only single operand. Not A less than B. It returns true if A is greater than B, that is if A is not less than B. Okay, now I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah, false, right? Here A is actually less than B, but we have given not A less than B, so it returns us the opposite value. Okay, now in our list we have identity operators next. We have gone through arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators. Now we shall see identity operators. There are two identity operators, is and is not. Okay, let us go through them. Now I want to print A is B. It returns true if both the variables are same. That is, if A and B are same, then it returns true. Otherwise it returns false. Okay, run operators. Yeah, false. Here A is not equals to B, right? Now let us assign same value to A and B and let us check what it returns. Okay, yeah, it has returned as true. Here A is equals to B. Now A is not B. According to my assumption, it must return false. because we have assigned A and B the same values and they are of same data types, right? So A is not B is false. And if you change the value again to our previous value 3, then it will return true. Okay. Now the next operator, the fifth kind of operators, we have membership operators. Okay. Now what are membership operators? It checks if A is present in some, you can check in a sequence. Here I'll define a list. These are used in all, mostly these operators are used, that is in and not in are used within list, tuples, etc. We have already used them in our previous videos. If you don't remember, go through them again and check out. Okay, don't worry, I'll teach them here also. A, B. Okay, now we shall check if A is in list 1 or not. Print A in list 1. It returns true if A is present in list 1, otherwise it returns false. That is, we must check if 2, that is A, is present in list 1 or not. Yeah, 2 is present in list 1, right? So it has returned as true. Now here if I type not in, the not in operators also returns a boolean value and checks if A is not present in list 1. Okay, it returns true if it is not present in list 1, otherwise it returns false. Okay, yeah, false. A is actually present in list 1, but we have given operator not in, right? So it has returned as false. And the sixth type of operator in our list, bitwise operators. We have 6 kinds of bitwise operators, 6 bitwise operators. They are bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR and bitwise NOT, left shift and right shift. Okay, now let us see each one of them and their working. I'll remove all this. First of all, let us check the binary values of A and B. Let me remove this list. We do not need this list now. So I'll check the binary values of A and B. Binary A is equals to, you can use binary function to check binary value of any number. Okay, now I'll also check the binary value of B is equals to of B. Okay, now I'll try to print A and B. Here, to work on bitwise operators, we do not actually need binary function, but to show you what actually happens, I'm using binary function here. Okay, A and B. Now I'll also print, I'll assign this value to any other number. C is equals to A and B. I'll print C and I'll also print the binary value of C. Okay, now I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah, I'll also print binary value of A and B so that you can understand better. Yeah, I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah, it has returned us all the 4 values, right? Firstly, the binary value of 2 is 1, 0. Here 0B is the indication that the number is binary. Okay, 1, 0, and the binary value of 3 is 11, that is 1, 1. Remember that binary numbers only contains zeros and ones. It do not contain any other numbers, and we have binary representation with 0b. Okay. Now here just see, here 1 and 1, that is we have both the values to be 1s. So if both values are 1s, then it returns 1. If any of the value is 0, it returns 0. Okay. Binary AND works such. And if we have binary OR, it returns 0 if both the values are 0. Otherwise, it returns 1. Let us check it, how it works. Run operators. Yeah. Here we have 1 and 1, so it returned 1. 0 and 1, also it returned 1. If here we have 0 in place of 1, then the output should be 1, 0. Okay. Such is the working of OR operator. Now let us check XOR. Yeah, I'll run my program again, run operators. It has returned as 0, B, 1. If both the operators are true, then it returns true. If if both the operators are false, then also it returns false. That is, here both the operators are 1 and 1. So it has returned 1. Here we have two different operators, right? We have 0 and 1. So it has returned nothing. So it is 0. Okay. Now let us check binary NOT. Binary NOT takes only single operand, not B. Okay, I'll run my program now, run operators. Yeah. It will invert all the bits, okay? Here we have binary B, right? So 1 is inverted to 0 and 1 is also inverted to 0, okay? Now I'll have right shift and left shift operators. I'll run my program again, run operators. Yeah, I have some syntax error here. Yeah, sorry. B with right shift 2. I'll run my program, run operators. Yeah. Here, how it works is the ones are shifted to right and the empty spaces are filled with zeros. Okay. And if here we give 3, then let us check what happens. Yeah. Ones are shifted 3 spaces ago and the empty spaces, the 3 empty spaces are filled with zeros. And the binary the binary left operator also works the same. B2. Now I'll run my program again, run operators. Yeah. It will shift the operands, that is 1 and 1, to right side and fills the remaining values with 0. Okay. This is how all the operators work, and the final operators which get use of all the operators, that is comparison operators, arithmetic operators, bitwise operators, they are assignment operators. We shall look only 2 examples of assignment operators. All works in the same way. Okay. Assignment operators. The first I'll remove all this. If you don't have any previous knowledge about binary numbers, just check out them in my description box. Okay. Now I'll give, here we have already used an assignment operator here. A equals to 2 and B equals to 3, right? Here equals to is the first and the most useful assignment operator in Python. We cannot work without this, right? And Now we have plus equals to, and let us define a plus equals to b, and now I'll print a. This is equivalent to a is equals to a plus b. Okay, all the operators, all the assignment operators works in the same way. Run operators, yeah, a is equals to a plus b. We have 2 plus 3. Now a is equals to 2 plus 3. Now if you use minus here, it will perform minus operation and assigns it to a. It performs the operation which we have given here first, right? Plus operator we have given, right? So it performs addition of a and b, then assigns it to the operand which is present on the left hand side of the expression. Okay, this is the working of assignment operators, and you are clear with all the operators, right? If you have any doubts, reach me out in the comment section, and don't worry about the binary numbers. If you don't know about them, I'll throw the link in the description box and you can go through them. Okay, thank you.